Alright guys, so this video will be about magic, which I'm going to call MagickISM. Basically, first, I'm going to go through all my experiences with magic, and then I'm going to tell you how to do magic, or this type of magic that I do. First, my background with magic is a really simple one. I studied black magic, but the only magic I really ended up really doing a few times was chaos magic, right? So basically, I did chaos magic about 3 times. And the whole craziest thing ever is that all 3 of those wishes came true. Let me see if I can remember. I can't remember them all, which was first, second, and last, but I'm just put from the one that meant the most to me to the one that meant the least to me. So the first one I did, the first chaos magic spell I did was to become enlightened. That was the first one. Then the second one was to become truly happy, or happy, and not be depressed or anxious anymore. That was the second one. And the third one was something along the lines of either to become rich, or become financially stable, or become self-employed. And those are the 3 chaos magic spells I did. I think I might have done more. I think I done a few more, but I can't remember them. And they're probably, and the ones I did, and the other ones I've done after those 3 probably are still manifesting slowly. So those are the 3 ones I did, and all 3 of those spells came through. I became fully God realized, aka fully enlightened, and got all the ism. But when I say that, I'm kind of fucking around. When I say that I'm fully enlightened and fully God realized, I have all the ism, I'm kind of fucking around. Because the thing about that is that God realization and enlightenment are infinite. You're always getting more God realized and enlightened. Once you reach 30% God realization, you're always going to be gaining more God realization at all times, just from existing and everything. That's when you're going to start feeling the bliss of life, and you're going to become a lot happier than you used to be. And then from there, you're gonna get even more happy. You're gonna start loving life unconditionally. And then the more God realized you become, the more unconditional love you'll have, and the more unconditional love you'll be able to express, and the more love you'll be able to imbue. And at some point, you have an aura of love that literally you just have around you all the time. Your aura will be huge. Like my aura of love. My aura of love. I'm not even bragging or exaggerating. Like straight up, right? My dad's aura of love is like 3.5 blocks big, wide. 3.5 blocks. 3.5 blocks. Not 3 big blocks, but 3 normal blocks. 3.5. That's how big my aura of love is right now. And as this is moment right now, I'm about 2,800% God realized. But pretty much the whole thing, I mean, I created the whole God realization ranking thing. That's something that I created so that I could teach it better and help people more out who aren't deep into spirituality and non-duality, or sort of beginners, or only looking at it through my teaching. That's pretty much what I did, so I can help teach it better and I can help it better. But the truth is, once you reach about 800 to 1,000% God realization, you're not going to be able to really rank your God realization not properly anymore. Because you're basically going to be getting more God realized constantly, to the point that almost every day, once you reach 800 to 1,000% God realization, and you pretty much have all the ism, you have a massive amount of ism, and you can actually tap into ism, and then you'll be able to tap into infinite intelligence, infinite potential, infinite love, and infinite value. Like I do all the time, like I'm doing right now. I'm tapping into infinite intelligence and infinite value. Like I'm giving you massive value in this video. Like yeah, guys, pretty much yeah. At that point, once you're 800% God realized, you're gonna be getting probably anywhere from 10% to 25, even 30% or more God realized every week or every 3 days. Like pretty much in general, me right now, the way I am now, I'm pretty much between 2,500 and I'll say 23,000. But I think I'm about maybe 2,800. I think I'm pretty much a little over 2,800, but I'm in the low 2,800 still. And basically at that point, once you're at that level of God realization, every day you're getting at least 10 to 20% more God realized. Like every single day. At least every day I go outside, I go to the streets and I hustle with the third job of the MagickISM course. And I do that all the time. I'm making money all the time, having fun making money and getting high. Yeah, I do crack. Technically I'm a crackhead, but I'm not crack for the next 2 days. I'm gonna just replace crack with LSD. But yeah, pretty much yeah, that's besides the point. So yeah, that's the 3 magic spells I did. And those 3 spells all manifested and became true because I became enlightened, I became happier, much happier, more confident, and more of an extrovert, and I'm financially independent now. I mean, I am, but I'm not, but I am still. Because at the end of the day, for over a year, I've been making over 100 a day for over a year. I've just been spending it all. So imagine I'll save it. You know, I've been at my own apartment right now. Anyways, yeah. So those spells all came through. Let me see, hold on the video. Alright. So now pretty much my thing of magic is like this. There's all sorts of different types of white magic and black magic and stuff out there where they talk about, oh, invoking angels or invoking demons or invoking certain spirits. To me, honestly, I think that's all pretty much kind of bullshit. Now, I'm not saying that spirits aren't real and that angels and demons aren't real. They are totally real. They're completely real. But I'm not going to explain, I'm not going to go into that right now. I'll go into that somewhere in the future if y'all request it. But yeah, I want me to talk about angels and demons and spirits. Put a comment. Make a comment in this video. If this video gets 5 comments asking for a video on angels, demons, and spirits, I'll make a video on angels, demons, and spirits and my experiences with them. I don't have much experience with them, but I have some experience with them. But I think pretty much in general, all that stuff, all that shit type of magic is kind of just bullshit to a certain degree. Because what magic really is, as far as my understanding is, and especially now, at my highest level of God realization, based on my knowledge on spirituality, non-duality, and magic and chaos magic and stuff, and magic in general, I say pretty much all that stuff, angels, demons, spirits, invoking and all that, that's all just to get your subconscious mind into the magic. Because basically to do magic properly, you have to basically use your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, get them focused on one topic or one goal, and infuse the conscious and subconscious mind together through some sort of ritual act or whatever. And then from there, that's basically how magic works. You get your subconscious mind to know that the magic is real and it actually worked and it's actually going to happen, and then use your conscious mind to basically act out that the magic is going to work and it's going to happen 100%. So number one rule about magic: if you do not believe 100% or 1,000% that the spell you just casted or are casting is going to work and manifest in your life 100%, then it's not going to work. For magic to work, you have to believe in it 100% that it's going to work and that it happened and it's going to happen and everything's going to be the way you planned it and your spell is going to work. You have to have total confidence in your magic. That's the key to become a master magician. Now, chaos magic. Let me see. I'm not in the video now. Now, chaos magic. How to do chaos magic? It's really, really simple. Basically, you write out a statement desiring what you want. Let's say, for example, you write, "I want a fuck buddy." You can literally write that. "I want a fuck buddy." You write that, right? That's your statement. "I want a fuck buddy." Then from there, you take each letter of the word, each letter that you type, and you make a random symbol or what was it called, a sigil, out of it. Or you know what a sigil is? You make a random symbol. Like for example, you say "I," use the letter "I," you say "I," then you cross out "I." First you use "I," you write out "I," then you cross out every "I" in your statement, right? So that's the first step. Then the second one is W. "I want." W. You cross out, you write a W in your symbol or sigil, and then after that you slash out every single W in your statement. Basically, the rule of chaos magic is they have to make a statement first, then you have to make a sigil, aka a symbol, using every letter of the words you use to write your statement one time. Like if you say you wrote W two times or 3 times, you wrote I or E 2 times, 3 times, you can only use E 1 time in your sigil. So that's pretty much how it is. You pretty much, real quick recap, is you write a statement, you take every letter of that statement and you make a sigil, aka a symbol, out of it, right? So yeah, so let's say you did that. You did all that. You use each letter once. So you use the whole thing. I want a fuck buddy, and you made a sigil out of it. Now after you made your sigil, after you wrote all the letters in a random way to make it look like magic or whatever, you get creative with it. It's really fun. You get real fun creative with your sigils. From there, you put a circle around the whole thing, and then you have 2 options. You can either hold the sigil, the paper, or the sigil that you made on you at all times for as long as possible, even for years if you have to, until it manifests. Or you can do what I like to do, which is burn the entire sigil or the whole paper, and then basically that releases the energy that you created through your chaos magic, and then the energy goes out into the universe. And then eventually, with enough time and you charging your magic enough, being confident with your spell, the energy that you release through the sigil when you burn it is gonna come back into you, and you're gonna know when it came back into you. You're gonna feel it, and then pretty much at that point, by the time that happens, your spell had already long manifested. So yeah, that's pretty much magic is for you guys. Peace, guys, peace. Damn, that was my long.